So today I've been invited to speak about partnership. Usually in business, partnership is something that is the main key for success. In partnership, usually there's a few key things that you have to think about. Is what you need to obtain success in partnership. There's a few basic conditions to meet, and here we got a basic condition. First, a partner must be autonomous. That means that everyone has to be able to work and to perform freely without being too much supervised. Second, partners must find common goals and to combine common efforts. So that means to work with hope in mind and with a spirit of team. When you reach that step, you need to identify clearly everyone's need. What is your real purpose to join someone in partnership? This has to be discussed, this has to be established, and when you meet that, you're gonna have to build up strategies and approach and build up a structure. That would mean doing that you're gonna learn who you're dealing with, and why and where that person is heading. Structuring will tell you also which ways everyone will have to work, and that will help to define and clarify everyone's task and responsibility. Who's going to do what, and when, and how, and when to report it to the other partners. When everything is done at this step, you'll be able to build up a realistic agenda. If you don't build up an agenda, well, there's no time schedule, and no one knows when to address reports, and no one will have to really perform on that. And above all, the first condition to go for partnership is to be profitable. It must be profitable. It means more money, more resource, or being more efficient. If you don't meet that target, you're losing your time, you're losing your money, and you're losing your effort. Okay, we talk about profitability, where to start. For our point of view, everyone has to buy something if you're not in the service business. The first part is to look to your source, where you buy, your suppliers. Sourcing is where you're going to put less effort and get most of the benefit of any effort or money that you're going to put in. Efficient resource and sourcing is the first move to achieve if you want to increase your profit. If you want to go into develop a market, you're going to have to do shows, publication, advertising. This is very costly. To get 1% or 2% more benefit into a business, going to the sales and marketing would cost you a lot. The first place to look for is your supplier, your source. Every dollar that you're going to put into your sourcing will probably double or triple in most cases. So we're going to look to the basic condition of a good sourcing today. In the last 20 years, we have a new word has appeared, globalization. Globalization means you got a new world of source of supply worldwide. And today the world is very small. Everyone has been doing some Google from time to time. And if you go to Google and you're to sourcing, without a second you get almost 40 million sources. If you go to suppliers, you got close to 300 million. So the world is small and very efficient today, and competition is very, very high. Any business, anyone that is in business has to do on a regular basis a review of his supply, because this is very essential for the survival. If you don't do it and you got somebody that is your competition do it on a regular basis, it will come up with prices that will kill you on the market. So there's a few things to do, and the advantage are you got a better range of pricing, because you may deal with suppliers that are in Quebec or in Canada or in the US, But if you look abroad in Brazil or for China, for example, you're going to end up with a full range of prices and according to volume that you may looking for or in the future. That will give you also a good base to compare with your actual suppliers. For example, if you buy glasses, 12 glasses, and you pay $12 here, well, you know that if you do the good sourcing, you might find it in China for $2. Maybe you won't buy in China, but you'll know that your supplier is paying actually $2 for a dozen. So how, now you know that he's making $10 out of you. So when you're going to negotiate prices, if you have this information, even if you don't buy abroad, that will give you a power of negotiation that was much, much stronger. Usually the distributor or suppliers will barely give you at 1, 2, or 5% if you buy volume, sometimes less than that. But what price are they paying? This is a question you have to ask yourself. And maybe that will bring you to a further step, which is to eliminate the middleman. The middleman takes 20 to 60, 80% sometimes. Sometimes double the price. And you're paying it for it. You're paying for nothing. Maybe you're better to buy more volume and be more aggressive on the sales. Finding new suppliers also give you a chance to build up and create new contracts, new agreement, negotiate new agreement. Actually, those who supply you for 12 glasses, it's going to be very hard to have the 13 free, because it's not within your habits of the suppliers to get the 13 free. But if you work with new suppliers, you can create a new condition of buying, negotiate shipping, free shipping, or spare parts, whatever. Also, partnership in this case in sourcing, you may end up with create new partnership, new people. You're going to meet new people, new opportunities as well, if you meet these people or get in contact. And of course, I will always come back to that point, you're going to make more profit.